Before we start, please hear a message from International News Today Network. Starting today, for every subscriber, International News Today Network will plant one tree to save our planet. Please help contribute in saving our planet by subscribing to our channel. One subscriber equals one tree. Thanks. Russia is bringing its reserve forces from all over the country closer to Ukraine to prepare for future advances, according to the U.K.'s Ministry of Defense. Meanwhile, Moscow says it has no plans to withdraw its troops from occupied areas of Ukraine's south, and that its soldiers will dismantle Ukrainian forces in the whole of the Donbas region. Russia is moving reserve forces from across the country and assembling them near Ukraine for future offensive operations, the UK Defense Ministry wrote in a tweet on Saturday. A large proportion of the new infantry units are probably deploying with MTLB armored vehicles taken from long-term storage as their primary transport. Russia has long considered its tanks unsuitable for most frontline infantry transport roles, the ministry said, suggesting the Russians are facing equipment problems. Despite President Putin's claim on July 7, 2022 that the Russian military has not even started its efforts in Ukraine, many of its reinforcements are ad hoc groupings, deploying with obsolete or inappropriate equipment, it said. Still, Russian forces continue to pound Ukraine's eastern Donbas, and on Friday Russia's ambassador to the UK, Andrei Kelin, said its troops have no plans to leave the southern coastal areas they have occupied in the last few months. Those include the regions of Kherson, Mykolaiv, and Zaporizhzhia, the last of which is home to Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Ukrainian forces are meanwhile able to slow down some of Russia's advances using advanced precision weapons from the west, but they still need more and the troops require more time to learn how to use them, Alexei Danilov of the National Security and Defense Council told Reuters in an interview. The Biden administration is set to announce a security assistance package worth $400 million for Ukraine, according to a senior defense official, who spoke on the condition of anonymity in order to share new details of the aid package. The official said the latest security assistance will be a mixture of systems already deployed to the fight and new capabilities. Moscow official jailed for anti-war remark. In an example of Russia's tight control over dissent, a Moscow city councillor was imprisoned Friday with a sentence of 7 years for what authorities described as spreading fake information on the war in Ukraine. One lawyer said that this is the first instance of anyone being sent to jail under Russia's law, established shortly after its invasion of Ukraine began, that criminalized deliberate dissemination of fake information about Russia's army. Fake information by Kremlin standards is anything that contradicts the government's reports. The councilman, Alexei Gorinov, was discussing a children's drawing contest at a local meeting that was filmed and later put on YouTube, according to Reuters. He remarked, "What kind of children's drawing contest can we talk about for Children's Day, when we have children dying every day? They took away my spring, they took away my summer, and now they've taken away 7 more years of my life," Gorinov's supporters quoted him as saying during his sentencing, Reuters reported.